Jill Malik. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime we do go live. Feel free to contact Gio on Instagram with any news to your updates. Now, for today, we're going to do a quick recap on last night's episode of Life After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 21, Games of Chance. It was a pretty long episode, and the cliffhanger was Melissa's nose. They had the nerve to leave us hanging and not even show us her damn nose. But anyway, so Chance comes in, and he's apologizing. I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, I hope Taylor doesn't fall for this. You know, it's like, you can tell she's very hurt. Excuse me. She's very hurt and she started crying and stuff. He's like, trying to apologize. I really hope she did not take him back at this point. But I believe next week is the last episode. So we shall see. But we know in real time they're not together. So this is him driving away in the dark and stuff like that. And he ends up coming back the next day. And before he gets there, she's having a conversation with her daughters and her, you know, all of her kids. And it was funny to me how one of the kids was like, no, you don't love him. No, you don't. And the other one was like, oh, he was talking to his boyfriend. And then another one's like, well, I don't like Chance. He's rude. So it's like her kids were just spilling all the tea right there. And I hope that she took that, what they said, seriously, because even though it sounded funny, you know, the kids, they know a lot. And so you could tell that they were listening to their arguments, to their conversations. But anyway, he's apologizing. And the next day he shows up in an Escalade. And I thought, here he goes making more poor financial decisions. How are you showing up in an Escalade? Where did you get the money for that? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. And then one of the kids was giving him the promise ring, the promise rings he gave them. She was giving him the rings back. So that's that. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about his apology? And he started like crying and she was like, oh yeah, he's fake crying. Can you guys hear me? She was saying he was fake crying and stuff like that. But anyways, moving right along, next couple was Lindsay. So Lindsay is a certified bona fide snitch, just like Deontay said she is. And this scene gave me everything that basically verified what Deontay was saying in that live. So if you guys watched that live that we played for you like 2 days ago, it was titled Deontay Reacts to Seeing Lindsay and Blaine's Scenes on the Show. He tells us that she is a snitch, how she snitches on other cast members and they have no idea that it's her that's doing that. And that's apparently, allegedly, how she stays on the show, because she's, you know, in cahoots, or she's doing all the snitching and buddy with the producers. And that's just to me. But anyway, so speaking of snitch, she calls her PO, right? And what does she tell the PO? That Blaine has a medical marijuana card. And so the PO was like, oh no, you know, he's going to have to move out. You can't stay in your house and this and that. And then you can see her trying to break down and cry. It's like, you are a literal snitch. Did you have to tell the PO that he has a medical marijuana card? Oh, but you approved us to get married, huh? You think the PO cares about y'all getting married? You just told him that your boyfriend has a medical marijuana card. You are a snitch. You've been snitched on the dude in your house. Like, that's weird. So, yeah, the apology wasn't sincere. But this girl is a snitch. So moving along, she's going crazy. And the guy is saying, you know, the PO is saying he's going to have to move out right now. It's not going to work if you're on federal probation. So, you know, that adds a little bit of stress, because then, you know, by the time she gets home, a huge fight breaks out. The kids are not home. She gets into it with Blaine and they just going at it. And she's like, you talking about me to my daughter behind my back, say it to my face, this, that, and the third. And he's like, well, I can't, you know, it's like, it's the way that she acts. So they keep yelling and stuff like that. And she goes, you're going to have to move out. Like I told the PO, he's like, well, why would you tell him that? And you're going to have to go. And this and that. And then, you know, he's really upset. The facial expressions he was giving, it looked like a little 2-year-old having a temper tantrum. There goes the face right there. I was just like, whoa, like, Blaine, you're trying to be intimidating or something, but that face was like really funny. He was like, but I'm depressed, because it's like he needs that medical marijuana for his depression and stuff like that. But she went and snitched on him. So they got in a huge fight. He started packing his things and leaving. And she goes, what did I do to you that was so bad? You ran off with a married man. Okay. And so they kind of left it at that. And so everybody's wondering what he meant by her running off with a married man. So some time ago, there was a reunion special with other cast members. Lindsay was caught kissing a married man at that party. And her excuse was, oh, I was too drunk and blah, blah, blah. Apparently, Cece had posted that photo up. That is what Blaine is referencing in that moment in that argument. Blaine's trying to keep from crying. But what was that face? Like, that face was like, but anyway, he about to be, I don't know if he has a backup plan, but at this point, he about to be homeless. I don't know if this was the end of their relationship as far as like what's going on with them in real time, but this is really cringy to watch. Like it seems like oil and water at this point. Lindsay is just too much for him, and then he's just not, I don't know. It is what it is. I know Deontay is loving it. He's getting his whole entire life. He looks horrible when he's upset. I'm screaming. So that was that, that whole fight. Let's see how it picks up in this next episode, the last episode. Whole season has been dry. Then we get on to Melissa and this whole nose thing. So she's getting ready for her procedure the following day. They're in New York City. So she has Libby taking off her press-on nails, and it was something else she had to do in preparation. I can't remember. Oh, it was pregnancy test. So they took this test, and of course it was negative, and they were happy about that. She goes and gets her nose done, and then it's like he meets her up at the beach the next day, because it's like, the big reveal, the nose reveal, and they don't even show the nose. But anyways, after the surgery, she gets in the car and she's just insufferable. Like, she's just complaining, and it's like Louis can't do anything right. And you know how bumpy the roads are in New York City. Like, she had a problem with the bumps, how he was going over the bumps. Like, girl, you're in raggedy New York City. Like, the streets are crazy in New York City. It's like, you can't, the roads are not going to be smooth for you. Like, get out of here. She kept complaining. And then when we got back to the house, she's like, that's for my neck. Like, everything just wasn't right for her. So, girl, don't expect to drive in New York City and have smooth roads. Like, you getting on top of Blaine about, not Blaine, you get on top of Louis about these bumpy roads. That he ain't got nothing to do with it. Let's see. He and Kagan about to be homeless. Lindsay's a dog. She be annoying as usual. Very. The man can't do anything right to set him free. Right. It's like, oh my goodness, you're annoying. But anyway, she has her nose job, and we don't get to see her nose until next week. That's fine. Whatever. She's not pregnant. End of story. Next, we have Sean and Sarah. So Sean and Sarah having financial issues, as we had learned last week, and their rent had gone up too much. So now they have to move out. So they move and they buy this house. Her uncle sold them a house somewhere for like $40,000, and it was like a huge plot of land. So she thought it was a good idea. So they went and they, take all their stuff, including this hot tub. Remember this hot tub when he tried to spice up their relationship? I can't believe they still have this hot tub. Like, I was like, look at this hot tub. But so they go and they pack all their things and their kids and stuff like that, and they head to this new house. So little do we know, that house actually suffered from a fire, and it looked absolutely crazy. It was not habitable. So they actually plan on living on a trailer or two trailers on that land until the house is done. So it's it's not done. The house, this is pretty much the house right here. You guys can see it's like, it's not livable. It's not. So they have to live on a trailer on the land. And so Sean calls Kelly and tells her, this is my situation financially, et cetera, et cetera. And Kelly's like, well, how do you have money to buy a house when you don't even pay me child support? I'm asking you money for the kids and da-da-da-da. You haven't even paid that. So that's that. Anyways, moving right along, let me take a pause and see what you guys are saying. Ungrateful. I don't care to see her nose. Hey, Tiffany. I saw the pic of New Year's Eve. Yeah, I saw that picture too. You said that her nose aged her 10 years. They basically bought a shithole. Yeah, they're going to have to do a complete teardown. That's a lot of work. So hopefully, I don't even know if this is real. Do they really live in a trailer in real time? I don't know. He didn't explain it right to Kelly. But anyway, moving right along, who else was on here? Michael and Justine, the Doublemint twins. So Justine's feeling really uncomfortable. She goes to the doctor, and they basically say the baby is really big. So, and she was mentioning how she carries really small, like this pregnancy, she only gained 8 pounds. So there's not a lot of room for the baby to just be. So she felt like the baby wasn't actually moving around a lot in her body. There was 1 hour where she said the baby had only moved twice. So they were kind of worried about that, and that could lead to other complications. So it just is what it is. Not to mention that this is her 4th C-section, so I understand why she's been having C-section, because she probably just carries small in general. But they go and they go, and the way Michael was speeding to go to this hospital, that seems so staged. The way he just ran his car into the parking space, like with this woman like about to pop, that seems so fake. So he rushes in the parking lot. They go and they have this baby, Manhattan Barbie. Oh, she's iconic. Her name is iconic, and da 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 da. And now the baby's all over social media. They have the baby I've seen on TikTok. I've seen the baby have their own Instagram. The baby's all over. I'm seeing pictures of the baby everywhere. The baby is absolutely adorable, but like I said before, I don't think this child should be all over the internet. Yeah, I just don't. He's not the only one that's not good with money. Oh please, she pushes out a whole litter already. Yeah, that's what somebody was saying on Twitter. She's acting like she don't know. They acting like they don't know what it's like to have a baby when they've done it so many times. But anyway, it was probably just to spruce up the damn storyline because it's dry, and I hope they don't come back. So the mother, Maria, she's still, pushing this whole paternity test thing. Justine has a baby and she can barely walk. She's just trying to recover and stuff like that. And all the kids are there, all eight of the kids. So congratulations to them for giving birth. And I don't think there's much to happen beyond that. She's like, I'm done with PA. I just want to go to Vegas and stuff like that. Well, you need to probably worry about healing first, heal that scar before you just, hop on a plane or whatever. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What else happened? I don't think anything else happened. This next episode better be a good one. This last episode, because the whole season is just not giving. It's giving dry, wrinkled up, pruned, boring. But anyhow, moving on to Twitter time. Michael talking about he gets a second chance to be a father. Mofo, you on your 20th kid. Oh, I know. He was talking about how he wasn't there for his 2 kids. Like he was deprived of that opportunity to be there for them. You chose that. You chose to do what you did. You chose that. So that's not like you were forced to be taken away from them. That was a choice that you made. The choices that you made have consequences. So that's on you. Okay. Talk about that. This episode, from what I saw this morning, was dry as hell, like the Sahara. Yeah, I agree with that. Next. Nothing apologizes like a narcissist or addict that has no place to live. Oh, I know, right? The whole time he was talking, I was wondering where he's going to live. Where is he staying? Is he staying in a hotel? Like, what's going on here? You just need and then somebody zoomed in on that headboard that he sleeps on, the side of her bed. The headboard was black. I'm talking about nasty. I don't even know how a headboard gets that damn dirty. Like, you need to pressure wash that bitch. That was nasty. I was like, hold on. How is a headboard this damn dirty? Hey, Michelle. Yeah, he was talking like the baby is the only thing that matters, even though he already has kids. Thank you. Exactly. And that's great that he's involved in his children's lives the best he can be. But at the same time, those little kids should also be closer to you. So the whole thing is annoying. Michael, I was deprived of watching my son being bored because I was incarcerated. Sir, you deprived yourself of all of that when you decided to be a drug. Exactly. Melissa knew she wasn't pregnant. She just wanted a reaction from Louis as usual. Chance is a fool. He's a blooming idiot. But Taylor's kids were great. Is he with his boyfriend? That's so funny. Yeah, the kids are very honest. That was so funny. Hi, Miss Hagan. I'm sorry, that whining. I'm depressed just took me out. Oh, I know. Poor Blaine. He looks like his son. Like the way that his face is in the sun, they look literally like twins. So when I see him do that face, let me see. Let me see if I can pull up that face. When he did that face, I was like, hold on, that's like a grown version of his son. Like that face was like, yeah. But anyway, not WeTV trying to act like Melissa's nose is a cliffhanger. Oh, I know. I was like, what is this episode? A surgery episode or what? It's just boring. Manhattan Barbie. That's the most birdiest of bird names a bird can ever name their child. I'm screaming. Chance is fighting to stay with Taylor because he's homeless. I get that same feeling. He just needs a roof over his head. And how is he able to put a down payment on a whole Escalade? Don't you have nothing but trash bags? Like where you get the money from to get this Escalade? I'm just confused by that. That makes no sense. Blaine is another idiot. LOL. Be a man and face your problems. Right. Can she shut the F up? OMG. Oh, I know. Melissa is she is just so insufferable. I hope she's not like that in real life. I know she was talking to him. She was like, oh, I'm going to let up a little bit. I'm going to be a little bit nicer to you, blah, blah, blah. But just for her to have the surgery and be the same, if not worse. Like, Anyway, so that was it, guys. It really wasn't much. A 2-hour episode with a bunch of commercials of not much of anything has been discussed in this 15 minutes. Okay, because I got other things to do. This is boring. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime we do go live. I'm sick of all these people except for Louie. Yeah, I agree. Louie he's a nice person. She kills my vibe, and I'm just watching her from the screen. Melissa's negative pain in the ass. The Escalade look. Oh, you think it looks? Oh, okay. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm about to sign off of here. Send any news here, updates to Gio's Instagram at Gio_said_it, and I will talk to you guys later.